some hot glue where I'm going to want the feet at. And I'm going to stick my foot on. Oh, that's coming through a little bit. It should be fine. And that's how the feet are looking. I had a little space like that on the other one as well. I just took a little piece of black felt and covered that. With this one, I mean, it's not too noticeable. And the beard does come down, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. We're going to go ahead and let this dry though. And what we should do next is get the hat cut out. Also with the Easter egg nose, I went ahead and just put thin glue coming around to keep it together. So I'll just go ahead and do that right now so it's done. And then we won't have to worry about it later. And I don't feel like you need a whole lot, just a little bit. You don't even have to go all the way around, just so it holds together. Oh, of course, I dropped the glue down. There is a little bit of glue oozing out, so once that dries, I'll peel that off. And is it looking dark in here? I feel like it's a little dark. No, not when I do this. All right, we're going to come down here to the table now. And I have some of this tree branch stuff everywhere, but okay, so what I did is I took the baby blanket and I kind of folded one of the corners like this, and I'm going to cut it probably about here. And then we'll glue that side there and seam it up. This may be a little too big. I'm not sure. We'll check it out here once I have it cut. We'll see how it looks here. Should be okay, but it may be a little too big. So I'm going to bring, sorry if that was fast. I'm going to bring my tree back over. And I feel like that's going to be pretty good for the hat. So we're going to go ahead and seam it, and then we'll really be able to see how the hat is going to look. This blanket here has a tag on it, so I'm going to cut it off. And I'm just going to start putting some hot glue coming down, and then I'm going to fold it over and press it down to seam the hat. And I try to get them as close, to the line as possible. If you're a little off, I mean, you may have to trim it a little bit, but I mean, I feel like anything is pretty much fixable. And I'm just going to continue down. And I want to mention again, you guys, once I get to 500 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. Let me know giveaway suggestions. Would you guys want, one of their crafts I've made? Would you guys want some, kind of like a Dollar Tree gift basket, a gift card? What would you guys like for a giveaway? I'm real excited to be able to do one. I would like to get up to 500 subscribers. And then also when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will go ahead and do a new one. And then I'm hoping to possibly start doing monthly giveaways. That's something I really, really, really want to do. So again, I need suggestions, opinions on giveaways. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so this hat is seamed now. I'm gonna let it dry here for a couple more seconds, but I'm gonna see how it fits onto my tree here so we can get an idea. I'm sorry. My arm is just hitting the camera all around. Trying to stay in camera focus here. Okay, once all these are down, this should fit over here nicely. So you know what? We can just start bringing the branches down. I kind of bend them to curve them. I don't know. I don't know if that's dumb or not, but it's just kind of something I do. You don't have to do that. I feel like it just kind of gives it a little more shape. And then you can kind of maneuver them to kind of hide any bare spots. Or make these longer. These ones are long. I make them a little bit shorter by bending them. And, it's just like a Christmas tree. You got to kind of just work it and shape it. These trees honestly would make very, very cute Easter trees. Because they're white, they would go so good. They do go so good with Easter stuff, so I think they're cute. All right, so I mean, I definitely say the hat is long enough, wide enough, it looks pretty good. I'll probably be messing with these branches for forever here. Let's see what we should do next. Probably, I would say the nose. I'm going to flip this hat inside out so the glue seam is on the inside. There is a little bit of a gap there. So I don't want any holes in the seam. So I'm going to go ahead and just put just a little dab of hot glue here real quick. Try to do it without burning myself. Just to kind of seal that up there. There was a little bit of a hole, so. And I usually wait to embellish the hat, once it's on the tree. If you want to do it before you put it on, it's completely up to you. I just kind of like to do it while it's on the gnome so I can see exactly how everything is going to look. But yes, you can definitely do it before you even put the hat on the gnome. All right, so I'm going to turn this. I'm going to flip this here because this is the side that we're going to be using. And this back actually isn't too bad. My other one I had to cut off. It was a little uneven, but this one's actually not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and slip this back over the tree. I'll move you guys up here a little bit. Probably just going to keep you up this way for now so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep the hat's like really tall, so it's hard to keep the whole thing in the camera frame here, but All right, now where's his little arms? I bent one. So I'm going to make sure I have the arms sticking out of the sides like this. And then I'm just going to kind of move the hat to where I like it. And I mean, that looks pretty good to me. Let me move this light. Let's see if that helps. Okay. A little bit. All right. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take that excess glue off the egg. And it just peels right off. And then how I did this nose is I put the narrow end up under the hat, and I had the fuller end as the nose. And I'm going to kind of put a little line of glue just going right above where the egg comes together. So most of the nose is going to be hidden, but I mean, I think it looks cute like that. With the seam, I don't really care for it like that, but I mean, it's still cute. You could do that if you wanted to, or if you wanted more of a nose and you wanted to cover the seam, I would put it with the narrow side down like that. And then you'll have kind of a bigger nose sticking out. But I'm going to go ahead and just do it this way. Make sure I have the hat. For the Christmas gnomes, with the bulbs, I was able just to slide the bulbs right onto a branch. With these ones, I've just been gluing the egg to the hat. So that's what I'm going to do here. And the nose will probably be about right there. So I'm going to fold the hat up. Put a little bit of glue, and my gun's going to act up, of course. And I don't want the hat too far. After this sticks, I'll probably put a little bit more glue on the sides to help hold the nose up. And then I'm going to put just a little bit on the other side. I'm really excited about this tutorial. I have not seen anybody else do this with the trees. I'm sure there probably has been, but I haven't seen anybody. So I'm super excited to get this tutorial out there. Because if you guys have leftover Christmas trees like I do, this is one way you can get them used up, or at least some of them used up. You can save some for Christmas, because these are super cute. I have a lot of people that buy these off of me and use them for their desk. So these are cute little desk items. I've had some in my living room for Christmas. Around the living room, I've had some. I put one on top of my refrigerator. So they're really cute. They are very cute little projects here. So that's how that nose is looking. And I have his little hands here. So now that I have that done, what I'm probably going to do next, again, you don't have to do this. I just kind of like to hide the back of it. So I'm just going to kind of glue the hat back here. And then I will put a little tail on the edge here. So let me just I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue coming around just on the rim. And then I'm also going to put a little dab right here because I want this hat to to the inside as well. And then I'll cover that up with one of these little bunny tails. See if I can get my finger in there. And I'm just going to keep going around so I can try to get this hat glued to the rim. And if you guys don't want to hide the back, like I said, you could put little decorative items back there. Put a couple of the little plastic Easter eggs. You know, whatever you want to do to make it cute, you can completely customize it. I did already have one of these tails out. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fluff up the little tail here a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here by the seam. And pop the little bunny tail on there. I'm going to pull some of these branches down some. I kind of feel like they're just too puffy. Okay. So that is how our gnome is looking so far. Already cute. The ears, or yeah, the ears. The feet are kind of hidden behind the beard. So, I mean, on the other one, all I did was kind of, you could put a couple of the branches behind it. And the branches also kind of help push the feet out if you want that effect. You know, to have the foot kind of sticking out like that. Or if you like them behind the beard, it's cute either way. So you just got to kind of play with it, see how you like it. But I mean, these are very cute. And it, you know, it takes a little bit. You just got to play with it and see how you like it. So this is how this one's coming along. We're probably going to go ahead and put his little hands on next. So that's done. And so what I do is I take 2 of these little foam stickers that I picked up from Walmart. I'm going to use 2 of them per hand so I can stick them together. I also will put a little bit of hot glue in between them to make sure that they hold. Try to do this so you guys can see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just basically, I'm going to put the bottom part of the egg, the wider side, towards me. And the narrow side is going in towards the gnome. I feel like they look more like mittens if you do them that way. And I just stuck the egg on there. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue and then put the other one on the back. And again, it's just extra security to make sure that they stay on there. I mean, this stuff, the back of these are pretty sticky, and when they stick to each other, it sticks pretty good. So I don't even know if you need the hot glue, but I just like to just add a little bit of, like I said, security there. So that is how the hand looks. was going to say, this gnome, I feel like it's leaning more towards the front, but the other one's kind of like that too, so. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do the other hand, and again, I'm just going to put the egg on there. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue. And then carefully stick it on and stick the 2 eggs together. Now, if you have a little bit of the branch, you know, pieces sticking out, you can always just trim those off. And that is how he is looking. Trying to get better light going here. Whoops. Just not having too much luck. I'm knocking everything over. I don't feel like that's any better, but okay. Okay, so pretty much the basic of the gnome is done. You don't even have to, you know, embellish it at all if you don't want to. Oh, another important thing that we want to add are the bunny ears. I almost forgot about those, which they are kind of embellishments because you could honestly do this gnome as it is, and it's still cute. You can tell it's Eastery. It has little bunny feet. Also, if you can't find these bunny feet, white felt and pink felt, you could easily make a pair. I mean, you can do whatever you want to these. You can make them simple or extravagant, you know, whatever you want to do. Right? This side needs puffed out just a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to see where I want the ears. In my opinion, the ears look cute. You could do them down here. You could do them up here. Either way, I feel like they look really cute. For this one, I don't know if I should make them completely different or not. Probably should. So for this one, I'm probably going to put them down lower than I did the other one. So I pick about where I want the ears at, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on the ear. And if you don't want your ears flopping, I would go up a little bit on the ear to make sure that it's going to stick to the hat and it's not going to flop over. So that's where that ear is going to go, and I'm going to put that one probably about there. And you could put like pipe cleaners in here so they bend over. That would be really cute. I did that for one of my Easter gnomes that I made. So that was a cute little touch to that. Okay, now it looks cute. I don't really care for that. You can see that basically I cut these ears off something and glued them there. So I do like to cover those up. I use those gem sheets that I showed you guys before, but I was thinking about possibly using this. It comes on a spool-like ribbon. It's called gem mesh. So I was thinking about using some of this to go instead of the gems. And I wouldn't do 2 rows. I'd probably just do 1. I mean, they're rainbow. They're really cute. It's just, do they go with this? We're just going to do it. Just going to do it. All right, so I'm going to start cutting this gem mesh down the center. And it cuts super easy. Let's see about how much I'm going to need. That'll probably be plenty. So I'm going to cut this off to make it easier to cut. And I know you guys can't see me here. I'm just cutting this right up the center. It's a little tricky. Your scissors want to go poke up in between them. But as for the material itself, it's definitely not hard to cut. It cuts really easily. And I'll probably put this around the hat and also in front of the ears. Oh yeah, that's going to look cute. Okay. So let's see about how much we need for the ears here.